Hello everyone, this is Charlie ND here, and in this video I'm going to be ranking the NHL reverse retro jerseys. Now Adidas, they've been working on reverse retro jerseys for all the NHL teams, and it's basically supposed to like pay tribute to a past design. So in this video I'm going to go through them all and I'm going to say my thoughts just like I did with the NBA City jerseys last season. So yeah. Let's go through that. Alright, so number one we got the Anaheim Ducks. Now, the Ducks are well known for having some of the best jerseys in the league. However, it seems to be a popular opinion that this logo of Wild Wing smashing through the ice is probably their worst. And you know what? I don't hate this one. Like, it has a full action scene going on, which is very uncommon for, like, sports jerseys. One thing I don't like about it is the font. I think the font's pretty ugly, but you know what? It's nice to see the jade and eggplant, so yeah, I'd say good on Anaheim. Next, we got the Arizona Coyotes. Now, I'm not really a big fan of the color purple, but I think that the Coyotes really made it work here. It's purple and orange, so it matches the Phoenix Suns, which makes sense. And it, like, if you see around the waist, there's like rock formations and cacti. It's like a whole artwork scene going on, like down here, which is pretty unconventional for a hockey jersey. I'm sure the hockey elitists and the boomers aren't gonna like that, but I think it looks good. The logo itself I'm not a huge fan of, but whatever. Here we have the Boston Bruins. The Boston Bruins proved that a yellow jersey can work, and this is proof right here. It's primarily yellow, and I think it looks good. I love the bear on the shoulder patches, kind of looks like it's been doing some hard drugs. I'm not the biggest fan of this B logo. I like their modern one more. But overall, the look of the jersey looks pretty clean, so yeah, good job. Next we have the Buffalo Sabres. This is just their logo with the swords and without the actual buffalo in it. As you can see on the left, it used to be black and red back in the day, and now they've changed it to fit the Sabres' modern colors. I think it looks pretty good. I'm not really a huge fan of the word buffalo written across the waist, but other than that, it's pretty nice. So yeah, good on Buffalo. Next we have the Calgary Flames. I love this one. You know, the black jerseys are very hard to make look bad, and I think that they definitely did this one good. I love that they brought back the horse. You know, I know a lot of people were wanting to see the horse again, and I think that it looks good. It looks intimidating, it looks clean. You know, overall, I think it's a very nice adaptation of that old jersey. So yeah, Calgary did good with this one. Next we have the Carolina Hurricanes, of course paying homage to the Hartford Whalers, because they used to play in Hartford. To be fair, I like the logo, but I don't like that they chose gray as their main color for this one. As you can see on the left, that was their home jerseys, I believe. It was the white ones. I don't really like gray jerseys all that much. Well, at least not this shade of gray anyways. Dark gray I don't mind, but this like light gray I'm not a huge fan of. But other than that, I think it looks very nice. You know, I bet a lot of people are going to be happy to see this, so Carolina definitely did good with this one. Here we have the Chicago Blackhawks. Honestly, I don't have that strong of an opinion on this one. I wouldn't say it's one of my favorites, but it's not bad. Like, it's clean. It's definitely clean, but I don't think there's anything that special about it. Nice that they paid homage to that old logo back when Blackhawks was 2 words instead of 1. And of course it makes sense that it's primarily black because they are the Blackhawks. So yeah. And here we have the Colorado Avalanche. Big expectations for this one because, of course, the Colorado Avalanche used to be the Quebec Nordiques, and people were sad when they relocated, but people really still love this logo. And here we can see that they have kept the logo the same but changed it to the Avalanche's colors. And as you can see around the waist, they've kept the fleur-de-lis, which I think looks very nice. I think this is a very nice adaptation of one of the best jerseys that the NHL has ever seen. The Avalanche had a lot to deliver, and I think that they did well on this one. Very nice job, Colorado. Columbus, I'm not a huge fan of this one, honestly. I never really liked this logo. It looks like it should be a Capitals jersey, if you ask me. But, you know, it's not bad, but it really doesn't really do it for me. Next we have the Dallas Stars. I really do not like what they did with this one. It's too much white. As you can see on the left, there was a nice balance of green and white. Here, they just went with too much white. They could have gone with like green at the bottom or black, but it doesn't look that good. Also, I don't like how the word stars, they put it in white. It sort of makes it hard to read. So yeah, this one's kind of a letdown. The Detroit Red Wings, this one I'd say is also a letdown. It looks like a practice jersey. Like, it doesn't really look like something that's going to be remembered. It's not memorable at all. It's plain, it's boring. The Red Wings, they could have taken a risk and put some super funky design on it. But then again, the point of this is to be a retro jersey, and it's not like the Red Wings have any super funky jerseys, so I digress. But I don't like this one. Not many people like this one. Here we have the Oilers. Gretzky era jersey. The Oilers over the past few years have really started to emphasize orange as their primary color. You can see there's a lot of orange on this one. If you look on the left, you can see that on the arms where there were blue stripes, now there are orange stripes and vice versa. There's really nothing special about this one. You know, it looks pretty basic. I think they did well paying homage to that old jersey, but it's not like that old jersey was anything special. What would have been cool to see is if they brought back the gear logo from like the 2000s. I think that would have looked awesome. But yeah, that's just my opinion. Here we have the Panthers. Now don't get me wrong, I think that this is a very good jersey, but I just think that it's way overrated, you know? People are saying it's the best one. I don't think it's the best one, but it is good, don't get me wrong. They brought back that old Panther logo, which by all means is a pretty good logo, not gonna lie. It's memorable, you know? The Panthers did well with this one. Not much else to say. Now here we have the LA Kings, another one that people had high hopes for. And I think that this looks amazing. The old purple and gold, back when the Kings used to have the same color scheme as the Lakers, and that old 90s logo. Looks very great. They did well with this one. It looks clean, it looks sharp. It's everything that a jersey should be. And again, I don't really like purple, but they made it work here. Like, they made it work here. So, yeah, good job, Los Angeles Kings. Here we have the Minnesota Wild. They brought back the North Star's subway designs, and they put it on the Wild's modern logo. And I think this one looks really good. Like, I'm gonna be completely honest, I really love this one. I've heard some people say some negative things about it. I think it looks very nice. Yeah, not much else to say. Good job, Minnesota Wild. Here we have the Montreal Canadiens. So, for this one, they just swapped the blue and red, which isn't a bad look, honestly. Like, the primarily blue jersey, it's definitely unique, And, you know, the Habs haven't really put that much emphasis on the blue in the past. You know, they're always known as a red team, but here they are. It kind of looks like something that like a junior hockey team would wear that like has the Habs logo. You know what I mean, right? Yeah, it kind of looks like that, but still a pretty good jersey. Here we have the Nashville Predators. This is a very average looking jersey. I think it's better than its inspiration, but you know, it's pretty average. There's nothing special about it. I don't really have any positive feelings towards that logo, but the jersey itself is okay, I guess. Definitely not a favorite, but it's not a least favorite either. Here we have the New Jersey Devils. They brought back their Christmas tree design. And it doesn't look bad. You know, another very average jersey. I think that some of the stripes around the waist look a little weird. I think that they should have done something different there. But other than that, it's not a bad jersey. Good job, Devils. Here we have the New York Islanders. This one, it's a letdown. Like, look at it. It literally looks the same as the jersey they already used. The only real differences are that the shade of blue is darker, and they swapped the orange and the white on the sleeves and the waist. Like, those are the only differences. And you know, the Islanders, they had the chance to bring back the Fisherman logo, maybe even the Lighthouse logo. But no, they just stuck with that, and for that reason, it's not a memorable jersey, and it's not that good for what it's trying to be. So yeah. Now, the Islanders' counterparts, the Rangers, they did good with this jersey. This looks amazing. You know, the Statue of Liberty is an all-time favorite for a lot of people. There's a lot to love about this one. I love it personally. It looks like it commands respect, this jersey. And I respect it a lot. I love the design. The Rangers did great with this. Here we have the Ottawa Senators. And this one's pretty good too. Not gonna lie. This is obviously using their 90s logo, which is not that different from the logo they just changed to, with some differences, of course. But yeah, it's average, but it's also it looks good, you know. Definitely, if I was a Senators fan, I'd definitely want this. Hopefully they keep it around. Here we have the Philadelphia Flyers. And the Flyers have actually never changed their logo in their team's history. Not that much anyway. And you know, the Flyers have had so many color combinations over the years of orange, black, and white. This is another effective one that they've made. I like it. The Flyers usually do good when it comes to designing jerseys. This is a good one. Good job, Philadelphia. The Pittsburgh Penguins, bringing back the word mark. I like this one a lot. I love how it's white now. Looks very clean. The lettering looks good. And it's not really easy to see, but also the Penguins logo is on the shoulders, which looks good. Overall, a very nice modern remix. Here we have the San Jose Sharks. I was never a fan of this logo. I think it looks hideous. I'm just gonna come out and say it. I do not like this logo at all. And I don't really like how they went with light gray. Like I said before, I don't really like light gray as the main jersey color. It's not terrible, but it's not really great either. Pretty mediocre. Definitely the worst one of the California teams. Here we have the St. Louis Blues. I actually like this one a lot more than I thought I would like it. You know, the red and the blue and the yellow, they go well together. They complement each other. The logo itself I'm not a huge fan of, but the jersey design is actually pretty nice in my opinion, so I think St. Louis definitely did good here. Here we have the Tampa Bay Lightning. This jersey was always a favorite of many people, and they did a good job of paying an homage to it. One thing I don't like about the logo though is how it's in two different fonts, like the word Tampa Bay and the word Lightning. They're in two different fonts, right? Like I don't think that looks good. And the actual shape of the lightning bolt itself is a bit weird, but other than that, it's a okay design, I guess. And here we come to the Leafs, my team. At first I liked this, now I'm not so sure. First of all, I don't get why they would put a blue leaf on a blue jersey. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. And I'm surprised they went with this logo, because the Leafs only used that logo for 3 seasons, in 1968, 1969, and 1970. So, I don't really know why they went with that one. As you can see on the left, that's the one I thought they were going to go with. I did not expect them to go with this one at all. It's not a bad logo, but I was definitely not expecting it. Also, it's huge. It takes up a lot of the jersey space. But, yeah. Good job, I guess. Well, not good, but okay. Here we have the Canucks. A lot of people don't like this one. I personally like it a lot. I love the gradient design. I think it looks fresh. I don't know if that's the right word. It definitely looks modern in my opinion. They definitely did a good job of making it look modern. I think it looks cool. And yeah, I definitely think the Canucks did good with this one. If they weren't my least favorite team, I would maybe even consider buying that jersey. Here we have the Vegas Golden Knights. This one was leaked pretty early, and at first I didn't like it because I thought that the gray and gold stripes were too thick. But now looking at it in full, I think it's a very good jersey. I am a huge fan of that secondary logo, and yeah, I think Vegas did a good job with this one. It looks flashy, but it also looks clean, and it definitely radiates Vegas energy. Here we have the Capitals. They brought back the Screaming Eagle, which a lot of people wanted to see. I don't really like this logo that much, but a lot of people did, so whatever. I definitely like the modern colors on it. I do not like the font at all. The font looks hideous in my opinion, but you know what? This jersey isn't bad. I think it looks pretty good. Again, not a huge fan of the logo, but the overall design looks pretty good. And here we have the Winnipeg Jets. Honestly, I don't like this one that much. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like when you look at it, it's hard to focus in on the logo, sort of, because there's so much darkness on the front. Like, you have so much dark blue and dark gray. The logo itself I never really liked that much. I like the modern one more, but in the new colors it doesn't look that bad. I probably would have went with light blue instead of gray for the main color here. I mean, that's just me. Maybe that would have looked terrible, but who knows? I have no way of knowing. But yeah, that's all the jerseys. If I had to pick a favorite, that would be pretty difficult because a lot of these are great. I don't really think I have a favorite, but if I had to pick some favorites, definitely Anaheim, Arizona, Boston, Colorado, Los Angeles, Minnesota, New York Rangers, Ottawa, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, St. Louis, Vancouver, Vegas. Those are the ones that stand out to me. Those are the ones that I think were done better than the rest. And yeah, feel free to share what you think about these jerseys in the comments below. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye, guys.